So you're entering your first tournament, or you might be thinking about doing it. You're worried that you don't know all the rules, or you're going to miss something and you're not going to get to play. And you may be wondering if everyone else knows something that you don't. And I know that feeling because I've been there. I am a rookie when it comes to Wonders of the First. And having just played my third tournament and my first constructed, I'm going to walk you through how exactly to register for an SCG CON event, how to submit your decks, and what to expect when you get there. Because I don't want your nervousness to be the reason why you don't want to enjoy this community and the tournament events that we get to play in. And who doesn't love all the cool promo cards you get just for registering and playing? Now, this isn't the only way to do it. It's just simply what worked best for me. And if you have tips on how to register better, throw them in the comments so we can help the next person join this amazing community. Let's hop on over. Welcome to Visage Roulette. Let's roll. Alrighty, so first thing you are going to want to do is you're going to want to head over to the SCG CON StarCityGames.com, and you're going to want to look at the events that you may want to play in, okay? So up here, you have Dallas. This is 2026, so in case you're watching this in 2027, you've got Dallas, September 4th through the 6th. Now, what you're going to do is when you see that, you're going to head over to playwondersccg.com, okay? And when you're there, let's pretend for a moment that Dallas event is right here at the bottom, okay? They haven't posted yet, but I want you ready for when you go to do it. You're going to go over here. You're going to click on the buy. You're going to join the event, and you're going to buy your ticket. And it's that easy if you were playing in sealed, okay? Now, for constructed, there's a couple more things you got to make sure that you do before you get there, because it's really risky trying to do it the morning of. A lot of us learned that kind of the hard way, although nobody got penalized for it, but you don't want to risk it, okay? So what you're going to do is when that happens, you're going to see a thing after you register for an event. You're going to go into the event, and you're going to click on my events, and let's just say that I click on the SCG CON Las Vegas 1000 DBS, and you're going to see a thing on here that is going to tell you when it loads, and you're going to see a thing on here called deck submission, okay? Now obviously the submission is closed, but you're going to see a thing where you're going to click a button and you're going to submit your deck, okay? So once you've done that, go submit your deck, okay? Now you may be wondering, how do I submit a deck? This is what worked for me, okay? You're going to go over to the deckplanet.net, all right? Links down at the bottom. And you're going to go over to go build your deck, okay? So you'll build your deck, build it, all right? Save it. I would recommend saving it to private. Save it to private. And then you're going to go over to My Decks, okay? Click on private. I'm going to click on my deck that I just created for the event. And then I'm going to go to Export Deck. I'm going to copy to clipboard. And then I'm going to go back over to my deck submission spot. I'm going to click on the button that would be there that would allow me to submit it. And then I'm going to copy and paste and then save. Submit. Not done yet. You're going to get an email to the registered email that's going to say your deck has been successfully submitted. Now, when we played in SCG CON Vegas, that feature where it would say that your deck was submitted didn't always work. However, the email always worked. It would send an email saying it's been submitted, and that's usually good enough to make sure that you did it right. Okay, so don't wait day of. Try it if you can. You can submit a couple decks if you want, just in case you're like, oh, I'm really trying to wait morning of. But try your best not to wait morning of. Okay. All right, that is constructed. Okay. Now, for sealed, we already kind of walked you through how sealed work, okay? Now, when you do sealed, you are going to go down to the very bottom. You're going to click on sealed exactly how we just did it, and you're going to register for the event, okay? Now, with sealed, when you show up day of, and this applies for constructed as well, if you're like, I don't really understand where to go, look for the Wonders of the First booth. It's a huge banner. You'll see it. Go ask a friend. Go ask somebody who can help you out there. It's not really that big of a deal, okay? Just walk over to anybody over there. They're going to be willing to help you, okay? When it comes time to start playing and sitting down, they're going to announce that, okay? So you will never be caught off guard, okay? You're going to go over there, and on this page, when you go to My Events and you click on the event, it's going to tell you what table to sit at. If for whatever reason it doesn't load or you can't find it, just ask the judge that's over there at the table near your area. Okay. Like they don't care. They'll have a piece of paper. They'll tell you where to sit. Okay. So in this case, let's just say that it did say table 1216. You're going to see these little, like these little papers that will say the numbers, and that's where you sit at. Okay. Now, when you are sitting for sealed, you're going to be sitting across from somebody who is going to be your registering person. Okay. You may play them, but you're not playing them right at that moment. Okay. What that's going to look like is you're going to get 6 booster packs. Don't crack them until they tell you to open them. Okay. After they say crack them, you're going to open them up, take all the cards out, and then you're going to divide them. Again, my best practice is divide them all into orbitals and then put them in alphabetical order, because you guys are going to switch. Now, whether that's pushing your deck to their side and taking their deck, or just like me and my partner did, we just got up and we just rotated the table. Like we just got up and went to each other's side of the table. Okay. Because you're going to get this sheet of paper that the judges will give you, and you're going to take their deck and you're going to check how many they have of each card. It's that easy. And if there's a mistake, you can line it out, call the judge, say, hey, I made a mistake here. Like, let them know that you made a mistake. So take your time when registering the deck. Okay. And then you're going to switch your decks back, go through your deck, make sure that they register it correctly. If there's any changes that need to be made, not a big deal. But do call a judge and say, hey, I'm making a change to this because, and just explain why. Nobody's going to be offended that you fix something, okay? We make mistakes, okay? That is sealed. Now, for whatever reason, and now sometimes, because I've had it where you don't always get this piece of paper, you have to manually write them in. That one kind of sucks, but just be aware that that could be something that could happen, okay? Where you have to manually write them in too as well, okay? So, yeah. And if online registration really isn't your thing, you can walk up to the registration booth at SCG CON and you can register at an event there. Okay. I wouldn't necessarily recommend that, just because you may be pushing time limits. Okay. You may be getting into an event that could be closed. So online is really easy, guys. You can see it there. Jump into the Discord, and that's really it. Your phone is going to tell you when your events are coming up, when your matches are coming up, who you're playing next, what table to sit at. And again, if you, for whatever reason, you can't figure it out, the app or the site, just ask the judge. They got you, okay? Once you've registered, submitted your deck, and know what to expect, you've already moved past some of the hardest parts for most people in the game. The first tournament is always the scariest. And after that, it's just another game with somebody who loves the hobby just as much as you. Again, if you still have questions, jump into the Winners of the First Discord. We're always willing to help. We love the community, and I don't want this to be the reason why we can't have you in it. If this video helped you, consider please liking and subscribing and sharing. It goes a long way. And as always, every story begins with a roll, and I'll see you on the other side.
Spin